Welcome to Night Shift with Justin S. King, how to transform your life one night at a time. Tonight, I'm going to take a pause and look back at the first 25 episodes and sort of review topics I've covered. I'm not going to cover it episode by episode, but in general, what I've covered so far. I hope that by listening to Night Shift, you are beginning to see your evenings and maybe your life a little differently. This is what Night Shift is about. The pattern underneath everything that we're talking about. The evening matters more than you think. There's a large portion of the population that thinks change happens in the morning. The truth is that your morning is decided the night before, and sometimes several nights before. For most people, the evening is the only part of the day where the world shuts down. Demands loosen, and you finally get to choose instead of react to what's coming ahead. We discuss different shifts about how to close loops, release emotions, signal safety to your mind and body, and to reset your nervous system. This isn't about being productive at night. It's about ending your day properly. Closure is the real sleep skill. A brain that didn't finish its work replays conversations, reopens tasks, scans for threats, overthinks. That's why we talked about hard stop times, the fall asleep fast formula, setting consistent bedtimes and wake times, using brain dumps instead of carrying them with you to bed. This isn't a disciplined system, and there should be no part where you feel like you are forcing yourself to do any of these new habits. Take the ones that work for you and let the others go. What matters is giving your brain a clear signal that the day is over so that sleep happens naturally. And the magic of sleep, which we haven't even explored completely yet, happens on its own. Also discuss about rebuilding your trust with your bed, or the sleep-bed connection, where your bed is no longer a place where you think or worry, and you begin to change this by applying the 20-minute rule, not checking the time, not having a clock or electronics in your bedroom, but teaching your brain that it is a place to relax, be safe. The bed isn't where you solve your life problems. We also discussed about visualizations and putting yourself in a state of emotion before you fall asleep, giving your mind something simple, familiar, and uplifting to drift off to when you fall asleep. These visualizations aren't places where you solve problems. They are a state where you already feel safe. You already feel like you have what you want. It's about living and becoming the future now. Also discussed about resetting the nervous system through breathing exercises, scent, walking, temperature, and different uses of light. You calm the nervous system by showing it its time. We also discussed about emotions earlier in the evenings, addressing grief, unsaid things, and moments that didn't resolve cleanly. Not right before sleep, but earlier in the morning, so they are taken care of when your head hits the pillow. And really, we talked about how night shift, how your evening routines aren't about doing more and getting more done. It's about doing less, letting go of things with purpose and intention. So sleep becomes your most powerful weapon. The night shift philosophy, or focusing on your evening routines, is that your quality of life will begin to improve effortlessly as you intentionally use your evenings, when you choose how your day ends and you optimize your sleep, not only for rest and recovery, but also for becoming the new version of yourself. In the next 25 episodes, I'll go deeper into identity and purpose, emotional and spiritual layers of rest, ancient routines, evening routines of billionaires, and I'll tie up some loose ends from earlier episodes. I wanted to thank you if you've been listening to this episode or any of my previous episodes. Tonight is simple. If there's anything from a previous episode that you haven't applied yet, or if you haven't listened to previous episodes, pick one thing and apply it to your evening routine tonight. I look forward to sharing more about sleep mastery and evening routines in the future. My name is Justin S. King, and I help entrepreneurs find peace tonight, tomorrow, and for the rest of their lives through sleep optimization, emotion regulation, and discovering their purpose. Good night.